4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and welcome to RWBY Grimm Eclipse. I'm Clover, and I'm together with someone.
Hi, I'm someone. I've run this game like once.
More. We did it more time.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we've played it together casually, and you pumped me full of speedrunning knowledge, so hey, I should be good.
Yeah. So, what I want to announce before we even gonna start, first thing first, we have some RNG in this game. And I'm a mad lad, so for every good RNG that we're gonna get, I will donate €1. And that's gonna stock up pretty good if we get good RNG. And one other thing I want to explain is movement re-click. We will be doing a lot of dashing, followed by an attack, and then directly counter. Because that's very
fast.
Yeah,
it's an animation cancel for the attack.
Yes, so we drop down immediately. You will see me doing a lot of heavy counters on flat surfaces and light counters on rocks and the like. With that being said, hosts, are there any less donations for the snipe or bit war? And tell me which outfit I have to select.
Very interesting you should say that, actually. There was a bit war for the outfit choice, of course, and with that I will close the incentive. There was one donation by certainly someone here. Wonder who that is. €6, saying default skin, best skin at Clover.
Hey, no,
one of the donations. However, we have another donation by Nagito Komaida with €10. No matter how big the despair, hope will always win in the end. No way we can make the Queen of Despair be the skin of choice for this run. Better go with a skin that is basic, like me.
Thanks, Frosty.
So, with that...
Default skin, it is, I suppose, then?
Let me go back to the page. I forgot to read which exact skin that is. That is indeed the default skin, leading with €16.
Alright, well, at least it's the default skin, we can live with it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for donating for that. Well, with that being said, I think we can count it down. Someone, can you otherwise count it down?
Alright then, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go! So, welcome to RWBY Grimm Eclipse. By the way, this game is broken. Clover, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much it's broken from the start because we're gonna kill this Grimm here real quick. Hope this one jumps. He does not.
Yeah, those are called creeps, but we're gonna use them. We're gonna push them in this corner, and oh, it's being mean.
It's being mean, but and now we clip through and we're out of bounds.
Yeah, so this game is broken. Right, this is RWBY Grimm Eclipse, a game about it's based on a show of the same name called RWBY. It's maybe you've seen it when in character select. There's 4 girls. That's the team RWBY, Weiss, Blake Yang. We're playing as Weiss now. This is the category is any percent Weiss, and well, actually we're already at the end of the first chapter. We have to defend this control center, and yeah, this game is fast paced.
Yeah.
We're basically hunters, the kind of superheroes. And yeah, we're defending the world, and we're on a mission to investigate some strange occurrences somewhere we've been before. Anyway, so as you see him defending this control center, you'll see he's managing his ultimate gouge on the right bottom. You fill that gouge by making combos, and the higher your combo, the faster that bar fills up. There's also the aura bar. The aura is kind of your life points, only the difference is if you take a hit, it just takes a while to recharge. You have to not take any damage and it will fill up completely. It's not like a normal health bar. And yeah, while we're at it, I'm just gonna ask guys in chat. For the next chapter, we have something everybody likes. It's called RNG, and we can get the left pad or the right pad. Give your guesses. Will we get the left pad or will we get the right pad? I believe we want the left pad.
Yeah, we want the left pad because if we got the right pad, well, it's also cool we got the right pad because I can show you an extra skip. But left pad is faster because we don't have to do that skip to get to the left pad.
Right,
Does-
this last enemy always takes like 12 seconds to spawn.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, but yeah, we're already on the final wave. And why I mentioned the ultimate bar here is because the managing that bar is really important to quickly sweep out all the enemies.
Yeah, I literally missed one of my ults because I accidentally dashed. So my ult management is not that good at the moment.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time by just doing your ultimates correctly throughout the game. And yeah, so we're gonna set up for a wrong warp here. I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, let's first see what RNG we're gonna get in the next chapter.
Let it be a left pad. Let it be left pad. That's the left pad would be already an euro donation because left pad it's an RNG. And RNG,
yeah,
good RNG means a donation.
More money for charity is always good.
Exactly.
Let's hope we get good RNG.
Let's see. Too bad. We got right pad. So what we do here is we climb on this rock. And then we climb on this invisible wall. And then we are still at left pad. Yay!
Right, so to explain wrong warping a bit, each level has its checkpoints, and well, once the level's done and you hit the end of the level trigger, it kind of resets your checkpoint to checkpoint 0, aka the start of the level. But if we hit a checkpoint, say checkpoint 4, after we hit the end of level trigger, what happens is that instead of resetting, the next level will also put us at the 4th checkpoint, and thus wrong warping us ahead in the level. And we abuse this in several stages, I'll mention it when it happens.
Yeah, so that's why we actually now at the end of the next stage already.
Yeah, of the second stage, and yeah, there's another control center here we're gonna defend, and so more about the mission. We're investigating these control centers because there's some weird machinery attached to them with a symbol that's not easily recognizable. And the symbol's also on the boxes right here, you might notice it. And we're just investigating it while our professor, the guy that's on the phone, is, well, fixing the control center, and we're just holding off the monsters.
Yeah. So here I need a little bit of focus to make sure that I get a good spawn. I did. Okay, that's good.
Right, he stands in a very specific spot here to get the enemies.
Cool, ult management.
Yeah, good ult management.
No, not really. So normally we would have exactly 2 ults there, and then we can insta-kill them. But I was a little bit short on damaging the previous enemies, and
Right,
that's
so
why
about-
it was not charged.
Right, so about those enemies, they're called Grimm in this universe, and well, they're like some beings that they're attracted to negative emotions. So the world is overrun by them basically, and there's like 4 kingdoms that are like save points from them. But yeah, it's you don't want to live outside the kingdoms basically because they're everywhere.
Okay, so normally we actually would have wanted, in old routes we would have wanted right pad. We would be in here, and then we would just go up here, and then there, and easy, and then we would exit the level as soon as we were finished. But that's slow. Also, normally if we got the right path, we had to do what I just did, then get on this thing, get here, get all the way here, activate the trigger, and then go back. Oh, really, really
right.
slow. So I was like, I can find a better skip for that, and I did.
So by the way, Clover already walked past the checkpoint there. This wrong warp is really fast because you already have the checkpoint passed really early, but then the professor just talks for ages.
Yeah, it's a cutscene for like 45 seconds.
So for those who already watched RWBY until season 2, this takes place between season 2 and season 3. It's not canon, but it does take place in the canon universe in the sense of it has a time period where it could be plausible. So we're actually back at Mountain Glen, and yeah, why are we back here? Well, it's where the investigation led us.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some enemies in this stage. He's gonna try to set them up to... Well, you got them all for this time.
Okay,
And we're already at the
okay.
end of this stage.
Good
We're
RNG.
already at the end of the stage, and something you can see here with this enemy and the one after, this is an Ursa.
This is a
and this is
major
an Ursa
Ursa.
Mayor, the bigger version.
Oh,
Well-
good.
Good RNG. So we want that attack where he throws the rocks because it stuns himself and allows him to combo it like this. And yeah, we just poke it in the gut.
Also, enjoy the button mashing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was quite good RNG, wasn't it?
Yep.
So what Clover is gonna do here is gonna lure the Ursa Major over, and it's gonna go over here because the checkpoint, the ending of the level triggers rather fast. So he needs to get there really fast after he kills this Ursa, and he killed it now, and now he
And the checkpoint is around here, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Nice. That
Yeah,
was a
so
really
it's-
quick one. That he actually, because it's a random, if he does the stun attack, or that he just claws attack you. And we got stun attack into stun attack, which is the fastest thing you can get. So that's really nice.
Right. So we like other scrollers. So
Nope.
this
Oh,
is the
nope,
part-
I did it right. I did it right. I was like, I moved something stupid, but I didn't.
Well, so yeah, we have this minecart here, there's a bomb on it, and well, yeah, we want to move it forward so it explodes in a place where it can get us out of this mine. Because as you might have seen in the last stage, something collapsed and we're basically in an underground cave and we're sealed in here. So does this kind of the energy resource in the world of RWBY? And yeah, we use it to fuel this minecart.
No, we
move
use it to
forward.
be in Sims. Like, you see that thing above my head? Yeah, totally, we are Sims right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Weiss is totally a sim. In before Weiss sim. Next game.
So, anyway, this is an auto-scroller and it's gonna take a while and there's not really much to do. So, if there are any donations or the hosts will something to say, go ahead, host.
There's no donations currently, but I can point everyone listening or watching here to some incentives coming up. There is the short hike incentive to showcase the any percent run. We're currently halfway through that. And later on today we have the perfect run in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where the runners, or one of the runner, will display the final level, which is the perfect run, because you have to do it on 1 HP, so you one hit, it means death. They will have to do that level and showcase that for us. So if you want to see that, definitely donate to that to continue the €5 hype train we had earlier on.
I gotta say, you really want to see that one. I have seen Frosty, Elias, and the others run multiple times for the 602. I'm gonna say, I could not manage that. I would be so stressed by even completing it with 3 lives, let alone doing it with 1 HP.
Right, so something I'm gonna mention here while we're at it. You see those boxes spread out throughout the world sometimes? If you see Clover destroying them, in most cases it is because ranged attacks sometimes like to prefer the boxes instead of the enemies, and in some fights they can be quite bothersome. So I thought to mention it now, so you'll know why he's destroying random boxes.
So,
Also, something important to mention is that he quits out of the level, yeah, he does it before the cutscene plays, because this technically already counts as the level completed, right?
yeah.
So you'll see that in multiple levels, he just quits out because technically the level is completed, so we don't need to spend time watching the cutscene.
The only times you're actually watching cutscene is if we cannot close it earlier because it's not completed, or because we want to roam warp.
Didn't we beat these guys already?
Did we get a good RNG? I didn't even pay attention if we got good RNG, but... Oh wait, that doesn't matter because the RNG is gonna come right after this chapter again. Or actually in this chapter, right after I freeze here. So here we are now stuck in half between boundaries, and now we get pushed in out of bounds.
Yeah, so to explain a bit how the clipping and the out of bounds work in this game, so aside from some invisible walls you can just jump over, most invisible walls are actually like, they're kind of double walls. See it like as double glass, with empty space in between. So we have to clip to the through the outer wall, and once we do that, we're in some kind of space where we can go, where we can freely move around, and we can go
Nice.
either in or out of the in or out of bounds. And after we do that, we'd have to clip through that double wall again to go either in or out of bounds, whatever we want.
So this was the first good RNG.
Yeah, let's hope we have more good RNG. Well, 5 enemies.
Yeah, that's also good. That's the second one. This one spawns here. Here. It's a little bit off.
Right, so one other...
Nice.
Having good RNG, mate.
Yeah. I'm not complaining about that.
Donations.
This can be good RNG, it's not guaranteed.
The RNG in this game can screw you over as well. So,
and that's good RNG. That's 4 good RNG waves.
Yeah, so something you'll see, there's quite a variety of enemies. Now we'll see like you've seen those green enemies before. Those were mutants, and now we have like a big mutant of the ones that stand on 2 legs. They're called Beowulfs, and there's a specific setup to quick kill this one.
And we just
in
did it.
casual play, I remember struggling with that one a lot. So yeah, you just see him quit out there right at the end of the level.
Also, don't blink here, because before you know it, we're already done with chapter 6.
Yeah, so by the way, Weiss apparently can breathe underwater. Oh yeah, so something fun to mention is that we're out of bounds now, but there's so much collision out of bounds, you'd have to wonder if they ever planned for this to be used in the game, because...
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
I wish. Some of these parts out of bounds look really cool, and it's sad we never get to see them in the casual play.
Yeah,
So by the way...
Fun fact, there are some places in the game which contain textures or trees or whatever, which are not even in the normal game.
Ospen! I lost the kids!
Again! So it's a gag that Osplin in the animation loses the kids. Like he was supervising them, and well, he just screwed up.
Well, it was not Ospen. Ospen is our headmaster.
Ooblack.
It's Ooblack, Professor Ooblack, or no, Doctor Ooblack.
Doctor Professor Ooblack.
Professor whatever. So by the way, we were kidnapped, brought to an island of presumably the guy with the symbol that we saw earlier, but now we have no radio connection. And so there's these radio towers around, and the game tells us, hey, you should go there to fix like the connection, and we're like, nope, screw that.
Someone, I'm gonna interrupt you really quick. I need to focus. The hardest skip of the game is coming up. Okay, don't blink. Got it. First try. Let's go.
Yeah. So that skip, I've never gotten it in all my runs. That single run, I never could do it. So this is actually a Weiss only skip. I tried to do it with Blake. So yeah.
So what happened there is, they put collision between the door and the wall there, but for some reason Weiss is just her model is so strange that she can clip right through it.
In other words, Weiss is tiny.
Or small, or both. Weiss is Bay.
And right, so here the big evil introduced himself as Dr. Merlot. I'm not sure what... he has an interesting voice. And soon our headmaster will also make an appearance. Because apparently he and Dr. Merlot are acquainted with each other.
Oh, what a surprise that Osman is acquainted with somebody.
Indeed. So yeah, just killing the creeps here. Weiss can clear out enemies better with ranged attacks. They're like the small creeps.
Okay, so explain about some RNG here. We can have 3 different waves. We can have one with 6, one with 12, one with 11. The 6th one is the fastest one. But so far we did not get that one yet, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, at this point in the run, RNG determines your run basically.
Yeah, and chapter 10 skip.
Yeah, but that's just don't fail. That.
True, true. Then again, enemies can also mess up your chapter 10 skip.
Well, if I do it the first try, the enemies are not spawned in yet. Oh, look, yeah, now we got the 6th wave. Let's go.
So how long is this game casually? Well,
without
don't
using
know.
skips, no skips, not speedrunning, 2 hours per character, or an hour and a half. However, if we
Well-
speedrun it, no skips, which for example, or Double did last year for RWBY, that's around.
double.
It's around 1 hour 15 minutes or something like that.
Right, so one thing I want to say is like, sure, it's about 2 hours, it can be more like 3 hours if you go out of your way to collect all the collectibles, as well as grind a bit for the level ups, because there's actually levels in this game. In the speedrun we just started level 10 because it keeps your level from your previous save, so speedrun just uses those. Maybe you've seen it just now, but Clover opened the menu with all kind of different symbols, and well, it's basically or upgrade menu.
Oh yeah,
So
let me
there's,
just show.
Upgrade. Yeah, there's upgrades for counter, for ultimate attack, for team attack. That's a mechanic that's that he used sometime. It's basically you stun the enemy in a certain way, and it allows you to do team attack.
We've been attempting to locate Merlot's island.
Also, I'm just taunting here because I have to wait till he's done talking.
Contact me when you
Yeah.
have any evidence of his whereabouts.
So we're just dancing here like the Ice Queen.
We just ult, because why not? They were on to chapter
42
6.
kills. Nice.
Okay, so again, RNG is heavily depending on how we're doing here.
Right. Are there different strats using the other girls? Yeah, the speedrun routes are actually really different from each other, depending on which character you have. There's
And which
also
category.
the DLC characters. That's another team called Team Juniper, which has John, Patra, Ren, and Nora. Yeah, the routes for those are really different. Every girl has their own kind of powers. Like Weiss has this jump Clover uses. It's like, if you have some time, maybe you could show it off. It's a jump he often uses to get over high walls to skip certain parts.
Yeah. What I want
but-
to address the most, for example with Yang, is that Yang can actually clip out of bounds at the start of every level. And that is because
Yeah.
her rock, her ultimate, has a certain collision. And if she ults 2 times in a row, she can actually clip on the collision.
Right, so there's really different strats. Also, yeah, we get introduced to new types of enemies here. Those are these red and these white androids. They're both really annoying casually.
Oh, they're also really annoying in speedruns sometimes.
Yeah. So by the way, we're just dancing at these fences here.
Because we spawned
Also-
over there, and like quite after that is actually the checkpoint. So we spawned before the checkpoint, letting us actually ROM warp from chapter 8 to chapter 9.
Right.
And now
so,
you may be wondering, are there any backup strats? Yes, there are. Chapter 3 has a backup strat we can use, and chapter 9 also has a backup strat we can use. Now, I wanted to show you guys, but sadly we can't. But yeah,
So by the way, we're gonna look for any terminals, but there's none at all.
I didn't do
Oh,
it
hey.
fast enough. Sorry.
There's one over there. It was fast enough. Don't worry.
Okay, so
Perfect.
if I do that fast enough, I can actually get the text. There are no any terminals in sight, while she's literally standing in front of the terminal.
Yeah, and then you just have to wait for that text to go away and just click it. So by the way, Merlot is angry we're hacking his base, so now he's sending enemies towards us. And I'm not sure how he teleports in Grimm. That's still a technique nobody ever discovered.
Magic.
But hey,
Magic.
Maybe it's a semblance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually something we haven't explained yet. Each character in this show has a semblance. Semblance is like a superpower that manifests yourself from your aura. Your aura is like a force field that protects you from your bones and skull being crushed by any hit you take from any of these monsters. And your semblance is like a physical superpower manifestation of that aura, that force field. So, Weiss' semblance is those glyphs. You see her when she used her range attack, like right now, and her ultimate. So those are her semblance, and every person in this universe has their own semblance.
Okay, that's chapter 9 done, so that's only one more chapter. With one more RNG part. Right at the beginning, we can either...
Right, so we want red androids here.
Yeah.
Pray for red androids. If it's not red androids, we have a wave with a...
Oh, there we go. Easy.
Oh, best RNG, nice. And right, after this, I'm just gonna give Clover a moment, but he's gonna do a really... it's a tough skip that's gonna skip the final fight of this game.
Okay, that looked good.
You're not authorized to be in here.
Okay. Okay, well, don't. Okay, I should be good now. There's
Right, only one more jump to go. But
well, two more jumps, but...
Two.
One.
We're coming up to the final part of this game, so I guess get ready on time as well. Clover will indicate when time is, but yeah, the right to the left of us, or is the final fight with a big Deathstalker boss, but we just skip it completely. And when you look behind us, soon you can see the enemies trying to crawl through the door when everything explodes. But yeah, we're gonna go away.
End is on Fade Out Black, and time, and now time.
So what was the time?
I actually don't know. I want to know. Tack.
Tack, what is the time? Oh yeah, so by the way, you can see the enemies going through the door here because we never defeated them. And everything explodes, so it doesn't matter because they're all gonna die anyway because we exploded everything. Hooray!
Yay!
So final time, just to interrupt for a brief second, was 24:46.
Sub 25. Nice.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Nice. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, that's for a marathon run, that's top notch, mate.
So anyway, before we go, I want to say a few things. Thanks for co-commentating. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me.
Then I want to give a big shout out to GameBrain. He is like a mentor to me in the game. He's a mod of this game as well. And he taught me all kinds of tricks, all kinds of skips. We playing a lot of any percent and just having a lot of fun. If you are interested in actually joining this game, learning the game, do it. It's great. It's also just a lot of fun by, for example, going on multiplayer. Also, thank you, Stanley, for the for hosting. And with that, I give it back to the host.
All right, it was a pleasure to host you. Just quickly, there's one donation, €10, no comment. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, coming up next is Rosenkreuz die Latte Freudenstachel by Yume Tsubasa. So we're gonna throw it to a quick intermission and we'll be right back.